All right, Transformers, we're live and we're ready to go. So we began. If you're going to be joining us, if you haven't tuned in to this week's transformational vitamin, if you're new to the broadcast today and you want to join us, please feel free to. This is like an open forum, and the Transformers Academy is just gives us an opportunity to dialogue and us a chance to talk about the weekly topic. I call it the Transformation Vitamin of the Week. So if you're on the air, if you're new to the Transformers Academy, I am Angelo Reynolds Sr., that is. And this is the Transformers Academy. And on Sundays, we begin a Transformation Vitamin of the Week. Something that I felt is useful or beneficial to you guys, either in your personal and your professional life. And so what I do every week is I come on the air, I post content or things that may be useful for you guys, something that is tangible, something that you can use, and something that you can refer back to on a regular basis. If you go to YouTube and put in my name, you'll see the weekly broadcast, the Transformation Vitamins of the Week. If you also go to DrAngeloReynolds.com, you get a chance to see what we're doing for those particular weeks. YouTube has all those things, and as well Instagram and all those places. So if you come on the air, if you're coming on, welcome. This week's Transformational Vitamin, the title was sort of candid, nothing sugarcoating, but the title for this week, or the topic for this week, was how to get your shh together. And so the word shh, you know exactly what that is, but I won't spell it out. And so the content, as it's written, is about how to get your together. What do I mean by that? And so why is that important? And that's one of the things that we want to focus on this week. Because I felt like, and people send emails and questions about how to get from one place to the next, looming stories, setbacks, challenges, obstacles, and all those things that are universal ills that affect all of us. No one is insurmountable in terms of escaping all the challenges, all the setbacks, all the failures, all the things that we all experience at some point. And so you may be in a position right now. I don't know where you are in terms of your whole getting from one place to the next in terms of transformation. I don't know where you are in terms of your growth, your belief system, and also where are you in terms of your professional development? Are you in a place where you're so satisfied on your job, in your career, with your health, with your spiritual walk, with your family, with your relationships? Hello, who's coming on? Thank you. And so if you're coming aboard, thank you for the hearts there. And we welcome you guys. But this week, and I want you guys to jump in. I want to make this an open dialogue broadcast, something that we can go back and forth. You guys can post questions, and I can ask you guys questions. It's not about me talking, but it's about finding a common ground to a topic that I know that is or has been dear to many people. And so if you're on the air, if you're just coming on, this week's topic is how to get your shh together. How to get your shh together. You add the last portion of that stuff, but you know what it sounds like. So if you're not fully together, and I don't think, me personally, all of us are 100% together, just like I believe transformation is continuous and that it's evolving. So if you're in a place where you're moving from one place to the next, or if you are in what I call stuck in a rut, then you're in the right place. If everything is perfect for you, see you later. I wish you well. Maybe you can show someone else how to get from one place to the next if you're all 100% together. But there's 4 things that I've talked about this week, or that I introduced yesterday, in terms of 4 reasons why people have not gotten their shh together, and 4 reasons why people stay in what I call a rut. And those 4 reasons are, number 1, lazy as hell. Number one, a lot of people are lazy. A lot of people talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. And so if you've talked a good game about things that you've wanted to do, but you haven't taken action about that, it's considered laziness. And so you may say, well, oh, I'm not lazy. Well, if you aren't taking action for whatever reason, it's laziness. Okay, let's just put point blank what it is. Number two, you keep starting and stopping. You begin something, but you don't finish. You begin one task, you start writing a book, you stop. You start building a relationship, and then you stop. You stop a certain addiction, and then you stop. You go back to it. You begin a weight loss program, and then you stop. Whatever it is that you begin, you continuously start and stop. And so it never comes into full fruition because you don't give it time enough to work. You don't put the work in, and you're not patient enough for it to last. Okay. Number three is you can't see an end. Your vision is distorted. What do I mean by that? In other words, you had a vision, or you have a vision, but it's distorted by a number of things. Could be environment, could be people, could be your discouragement, could be your lack of support, could be your unwillingness to do things that are sacrifices that you have to make that brings you outside of the box, out of the comfort zone, and you become complacent. But at any rate, your vision is now distorted. And so you can't clearly see an ending to a looming position, a looming situation, or you can't see your things that you want to happen bring into fruition for whatever reason. So we got three things there. Beginning with the end in mind, your vision is distorted. Number two, lazy. Number three, people are starting and stopping things. And then finally, the fourth thing that I find why people can't get their together is that they don't want to commit. They don't want to commit. They don't want to take the necessary time and do those things that others are not willing to do. And so if any one or many of those things fits you today, I want you to think about ways in which you could begin to change at least one of those things. How about changing the whole outlook and optimism about things that you do? How about putting a degree of ingredient of consistency and going after what you want every single day? What do you mean by that? Well, if it's something that you want, why are you haphazardly doing it? Why are you doing it one time and you put it down? Why are you taking an interest this week, but next week you do nothing? Why is it that next month you get fired up and then the next 2 months you do nothing? That's what I'm talking about. Taking an initial step and being consistent, taking those actions and getting off your behind and doing something about it. So if any of those things are fitting for you, then you're in the right place. And so if you're on the air now, we're live. This is Angelo Reynolds, Senior, that is. This is live from the Transformers Academy. And all this week, we want you guys to join us on the broadcast. We begin in the evenings. We send a post out. Go to YouTube. Look at the actual content there. Look at those videos that we have for this week of how to get your together, and write some of those things down. Listen, it worked for me. I'm sure it worked for you. These are universal principles. You've probably heard majority of these things before, but let's find a way to not only read and listen to video and audio, but begin to apply. None of these things are any good if we don't put them to usage. So I encourage you, I pledge to you that you go look at those videos. We come back on the air again tomorrow. And sometimes we come back in, you'll see a tweet alerting that I'm back on the air again. Hopefully you guys will get a chance to look at that stuff and resonate and formulate some questions so that we can have a sound dialogue. Okay? All right, there's no questions. If you're still on the air, we enjoyed you, but we more importantly appreciate you allowing the time for us to be a beacon of hope and love to those who are trying to get from one place to the next in terms of transformation. That's what we do at the Transformers Academy. It's about an evolving process of personal development and enrichment, getting from one place to the next. Whether your transformation involves relationships, career, health, spirituality, or education, there's always an evolving step that is continuous in a transformation period. And so that's what my goal is. Go catch me at DrAngeloReynolds.com. Go there, see what we have for you. Find out how you can sign up for our subscription. It's there for you. I guarantee you, the responses have been so overwhelming. We appreciate all the people and all the love. We want to continue to have you on the broadcast. Again, catch me at DrAngeloReynolds.com. I hope this has been helpful for you, but more importantly, I hope you get your together, because it's more importantly now or never. You look up and you shoulda, coulda, woulda, and you never did anything. Don't let time pass you again. Now is the time. We'll see you soon. Be the best, be blessed, but more importantly, get your together. We'll see you tomorrow.